Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, all of you. So write the date, today's date. Okay. So we are discussing about that absolutely maximum, absolutely minimum. So we have discussed many problems in that absolutely maximum and absolutely minimum in our previous class. Okay. And today we are going to discuss about that and local maximum minimum, applications of local maximum and minimum. Okay, so we will discuss some problems in that applications of local maximum and local minimum, right? So look at that, a square piece of, look at the problem, a square piece of tin, square piece of tin of side 18 centimeter is to be made into a box, is to be made into a box without top by cutting off square from each corner, square from each corner, and folding up the flaps of the box, What should be the side of the square? What should be the side of the square to be cut off so that the volume of the box is is maximum possible. So look at that. The question is find the maximum. So the maximum, minimum, greatest, least, everything, the problem belongs to the maximum minima. What are that? Maximum or minimum, okay, greatest or least, okay, all these are the problem belongs to maxima and minima. Okay, the problems belongs to maximum minima. That means we are going to find out the maximum minima procedure. We are going to apply maximum minimum procedure. Okay, so first of all, read the question carefully. A square piece of tin of side 18 centimeter is to be made into a box. A square piece of a tin. Okay, square piece. Suppose consider the square piece. Okay, consider a square piece of a tin. This is a square piece of a tin of side 18 centimeter. So therefore this side is 18 centimeter. Okay, here also 18. Square. Rectangular means length and breadth vary, right? Is to be made into a box without top. There is no top. So by cutting off a square from each corner, suppose here some square pieces we are cutting, here also some square piece we are cutting, here also some square piece we are cutting, some square piece, same square. So each by cutting off square from each corner. Okay, by cutting off square, that means I'm taking, this is my x centimeter, this is also x, this is also x, this is also x. That means the length of that means the side of the square is taking as x. Okay, so therefore the x centimeter side square cutting from the square piece of the tin of 18 centimeter. Okay, and look at that, the remaining after cutting this. Okay, please try to understand. After cutting this, we will get the piece like that. After cutting this, I'm getting that. Okay, so that means look at that. We are cutting this one. Remove this square piece from the tin. Square piece of the tin. Okay, remove this square. Okay, remaining we are getting this. Okay, so this remaining box, that means after cutting the square from each corner. Okay, so folding up the flaps, that means folding, this is folding, here it is folding, this is folding, and folding up the flaps and making a box. Okay, so folding up the flaps of the box. So therefore we will get some cuboid. This is a cuboid. We are making a remaining part, making a box. When I'm making a remaining part as a box, I will get a cuboid without top. Okay, right. This is given. All these are given information. Okay, now what is the question? What should be the side of the square to be cut so that the volume of the box is maximum possible? Okay, so look at that. What should be the side of the square to be cut so that the volume of the box is maximum possible? Actually, this is a cuboid. What is my volume of the cuboid? Volume of the cuboid. Volume of the cuboid is equal to actually L into B into H. Okay, what is my length? What is my breadth? What is my height? So the length of this is actually, this is my length. Okay, not 18 cube. Dear student, actually look at that. This is totally 18. Students, please listen. This is actually 18, but here look at that. This is my length. This is actually 18 minus 2x. Please see that. This is not 18. Your length is not 18, breadth is not 18, height is not 18. Please try to understand. If you, without cutting, okay, if you make a side of the cube is 18, 18, 18 means that is 18 cube. But because this is a cuboid, this is because this x I am cutting from this part x, this part also x. Okay, so therefore this is I'm taking actually that length of the box is 18 minus 2x. This is my length is 18 minus 2x. Okay, what is my breadth? Suppose I'm taking this is as a breadth. Okay, this is also my 18 minus 2x, because here also some x centimeter we are cutting. Okay, here also my x centimeter we are removing. So therefore totally 2x is removing from this length. So therefore you can take, this is my length, this is my breadth. This is nothing but my 18 minus 2x. Okay, my length is 18 minus 2x, my breadth is 18 minus 2x. What is my height? What is the height? Height of the cuboid. So again, I repeat the problem. Please try to understand. This is a square piece of a paper. You take a paper, square piece of a paper. From each corner, some square of same length, same side, we are removing. That is given by cutting off square from each corner and folding the flaps. okay, the folding the flaps of the box, we will get a square, we will get a some box. That box actually it is a cuboid, okay, because my length and breadth are same, but height is different, okay. This is a cuboid, okay. Now the question is, what should be the side of the square to be cut so that the volume of the box is maximum? The volume of this box is maximum when my x value, for what value of x, that means for what value of the side of the square to be cut off, my volume will be maximum of the required box, okay. Sir, I am going to, since this is 18, sir, I am going to cut 9, sir. Here also 9, here also 9. So if you cut 9 centimeter square side of a square box means this is also 9, this is also 9, this is also 9 into 9, this is also 9 into 9. Totally the paper will vanish. Nothing remaining. Are you okay? If you cut the x is equal to 9 centimeter, okay, that means cut a square with the 9 centimeter as a side. Okay, this is 9 centimeter, this is 9, this is 9, this is 9. This part totally vanished. This is also 9, 9, 9. This part vanished. This is also vanished. This is also vanished. Totally the paper will vanish. Nothing will be there. But my volume of the box, I have to make a box. The volume of the box is maximum. So therefore, sir, can I take only 0.5 centimeters, sir? My x is, the square of side is 0.5, sir. Okay. If you take it 0.5, your volume will not be maximum. If you take 1, that is also will not be maximum. So then how can I find, sir? Apply maximum minimum procedure. So therefore, first of all, find your volume. Actually, what is your volume? My volume is length into breadth into height. My length is 18 minus 2x. My breadth is 18 minus 2x. What is my height? Anybody? What is the height? Please tell me. Very good. Height is x. My height is x because this is the length. Okay, I am folding this flap. Okay, so actually this is my x. I am folding this flap. Therefore, the length of this flap is x. Therefore, this is my x. So therefore, this is my x. Actually, this is my volume. You can find the maxima, minima for this volume. Look at the question. My volume is maximum. Yes, this is the volume of the required box. Okay, I'm taking my, I'm assuming that x centimeter of the square is cut from this square piece. Okay, x centimeter side of the square. That means the square of side x centimeter is cut from each corner from this square piece. I'm assuming that. After cutting this, I'm getting the remaining material made as a box, and the volume of the remaining that material box is L into B into H, that is length into breadth into height. So this is my volume. For what value of x this volume is maximum? That is a question. Then go for maximum minima second derivative test. Okay, sir, I am applying first derivative test. Sir, okay, no problem. But usually we are applying the second derivative test. Okay. Yeah, this is height. Look at that. Are you okay about this is x? Look at that. This is x actually. This distance is x because I am cutting the square. Okay, this is x, this is x, this is x, this is x. All the four sides are equal. So therefore, this is equal. You just fold this part. This is our base of the box. Okay, you fold these flaps. Okay, do you know the sweet box? Do you know sweet box? Okay, you go and see in bakeries, there some sweet box are available. Okay, but here this is look like a sweet box, but without top. Okay, you fold these flaps. Okay, you fold these flaps. That is your height of the box. The fold this, fold this, fold this. Okay, so this distance is the height. This distance is nothing but my x. Why? I am assuming that this is x. Therefore, this distance is my height. Okay. Yeah, okay. Right. So therefore, now find the maximum of this volume. Before going to the second derivative or first derivative, first of all, simplify this. Because here also one function of x, here also one function of x, here also one function of x. If you apply first derivative, if you go for the first derivative, you have to apply for UVW formula. Okay, therefore, no need to apply UVW formula. You just multiply everything. It will become cubic polynomial. The differentiation of polynomial is very easy for us. Okay, so therefore make it as a polynomial. So then what happened? My volume is equal to, okay, this is 18 minus, look at that. Before going to apply that polynomial, here also 2 is common, here also 2 is common, take it 2 outside. So when you take 2 outside, this is 2 into 9 minus x into 2 into 9 minus x into x. So therefore this is 2 into 2, 9 minus x the whole square into x. Okay, 4x into, apply a minus b the whole square formula. This is 9 square plus x square minus 2ab. Okay, so that is 18x. Okay, so then multiply. So this is 4x into x. 4x into x square, 4x cube. And 4x into minus 18x. 4 18s are, what is the answer? Otherwise, you just multiply only x. You multiply x inside, what is the answer? You keep your 4 outside, multiply x, this is 81x, this is x cube, this is 18x square. Therefore, this will becomes 8x cube minus 18x square plus 81x. This is your volume. Now we are going to find the maximum of this volume. At which point of x my volume is maximum. Okay. Then go for the first step for the second derivative test. Find dv by dx, that is f dash. Here this is my f. My volume is my f. Differentiate the volume. That is my f dash. That is dv by dx. So that is 4 into x cube minus 18x square plus 81x. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Differentiate this. This is 3x square minus 36x plus 81. Okay. If possible, you factorize this. Factorize this. 3 is common in all the terms, taking 3 outside. So therefore, this is x square. This is 12x. This is 27. Actually, this is 12. And factorize this. What is the answer? 27 minus 12. Okay, when two numbers are multiplied, we want to get it plus 27. When I add these two numbers, we want to get it as minus 12. What are the numbers? What are the numbers we can get it? Can I take like that? 3 and 7. 3 sevens are, sorry, 3 nines are 27. Okay, but when I'm adding these two, I will get minus, I will get plus 12, but I want minus 12. So therefore take minus. So therefore this is x minus 3, x minus 9. Okay, this is my first step for the second derivative test. What is my second step? Let f dash of x is equal to 0. That means here dv by dx is equal to 0. This is my f dash of x. So that is 12 into x minus 3, x minus 9 equal to 0. That means my x is equal to 3, x is equal to 9. That means, look at that, my x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 9. So you can cut the square of side 3 centimeter, that is one answer. You can cut the square of 9 centimeter, that is another answer. Okay, but at which value I will get maximum, I don't know. So then go for the second derivative, d square y by dx square. What is my d square v by dx square? Actually, this is my dv by dx. Differentiate this again. If you differentiate this again, what is the answer? This is 6x minus 36. Okay, this is 0. Okay, so therefore, now apply that. When x is equal to 3, what is the answer? That means d square y by dx square. That is, I am applying my x is equal to 3. My d square y by dx square is positive or negative? That is the answer. So this is 4 into, this is 3 into 6, 18 minus 36. So this is minus 18. Minus 18 into my 4, it is negative only. Okay, because my negative number is the biggest number compared to this 18. This is the bigger one. So therefore, I will get the answer in negative. So when I'm applying x is equal to 3, I'm getting negative means this point is a point of maximum, which implies my x is equal to 3 is a point of maximum. Okay, sir, what about this 9, sir? Yeah, you just apply 9, what happened? You will get positive. You can apply a 9 here, 9 into 6, that is 54. 54 minus 36 is positive. If you get d square v by dx square is positive for some x value, means that x value is the point of minimum. But I don't want minimum. Why? I want only maximum. It is given in the question. In the question, they are asking only the volume of the box is maximum. I want only maximum. When I am getting maximum, my x is equal to 3, I will get the maximum. That's all, problem over. Okay, my x is equal to 3. What is your x? This side of this square, the side of the square. Okay, we are cutting some square from each corner. Okay, what is the side of the square? That is x. What is the x? When you take x is equal to 3, we will get the maximum volume. Sir, I am going to take x is equal to 4, sir. You never get maximum volume. Sir, I wish to take my x is equal to 2, sir. You never get maximum. Okay? All right. So we have to discuss this as in practical session also. For 20 internal marks, we have some practical session also in max. Okay, in practical session also, we discuss this type of questions practically. That means we can take a paper. What is practical? Take a paper, okay, and cut the square with 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. Remaining paper made into a box. Find the volume of the box, note it, and come to that. Again, take another paper, cut the square of side with 1.5 centimeter, okay, in each corner, and take a made it into a box. Find the volume of the box. What is the volume of the box? That is length into breadth into height. That's all. We can easily, because the paper, we have paper, we have scale, we can easily calculate my length, breadth, height, and multiply all the three, will get the volume. We can easily note out the volume. You can take another paper, take 2 centimeter of a square, cut in every corner, okay, and made it into a box. So that is a practical. Okay, so therefore we can apply that. Similarly, you can take 3 centimeter, you can take 4 centimeter square side of the square also. Then what happens? See that at x is equal to 3 only, you will get the maximum. Okay, so therefore the side of the square is 3 centimeter. Okay, hence therefore we cut off the side 3 centimeter from each corner of the square thing, we will get the maximum volume. Okay, yeah, please take that. If you have any doubt, you please ask your doubts. Deepika, +3 and +9 only, Deepika. Not -3, -9. Vimal, +3. Because my x is the side of the square. Please see the diagram. My x is the side of the square. Okay, pa? +3, my +9. Then what is that? Oh, okay. Okay, pa. You are giving answer for this one. Yeah, I am understood. -3, -9. Correct. Okay. Are you okay about this? Right. So therefore, when x is equal to 3 is a point of maximum. That means the side of the square is the answer when the side of the square x is equal to 3 centimeter, the volume of the box is maximum. Okay, pa? Yes. Okay, pa. Yeah, Niranjana Sri. Okay, ma. You send to my WhatsApp number. Okay, pa. Okay, pa. I will see and I will reply you. Don't worry. If you have any doubt, I will see the question and reply to you. Don't worry. Okay, ma. Yeah. Right. So look at that. The next problem. Show that the dear students, please look at that. This type of question definitely we can expect in our board exam. Okay. So these type of questions are very, very, very important. Definitely expect one question 6 marks in board exam. CBSE, I am telling about the CBSE board exam. In all the question paper, set 1, set 2, set 3. Okay, in all the question paper, this type of question, maxima, minima, this type of question must be there. 6 marks, not 4 marks. I am asking, telling about the 6 marks. Okay, pa? Nagarjuna, I asked them, but they told that homework posted. I think the homework posted in PDF only, Nagarjuna. PDF. That means the old format. You can get the homework and you can write the answer, and some attachment will be available, attachment symbol. Through that you have to attach the homework. Okay, so you see that old method. Today onwards or next week onwards, they follow that the new method, that is integer type and subjective type, everything. Okay, right. Look at that. This problem show that the closed right circular cylinder of a given surface and maximum volume is such that its height is equal to the diameter of the base. Diameter of the base. Look at that. Show that the closed right circular cylinder. So this is our right circular cylinder. Okay, right circular cylinder of given surface, and maximum volume is such that height is equal to the diameter of the base. Look at that. The word is maximum is given. Therefore, maximum volume. That means we are going to find out the maximum volume. Okay. So at which point we are getting maximum volume? That is a question, right? So just at some points we are getting the maximum. That point is, that means my height is equal to the diameter of the base. That means this is my, take it as this is your radius r. Okay, and this is my height. Are you okay, pa? This is my height. My height is equal to diameter. What is my diameter? This is my radius. My diameter is 2r. So we have to prove that when height is equal to 2r, that means when height is equal to diameter, okay, my volume is maximum. Are you okay? When the question is, we have to prove that when height is equal to diameter, the volume is maximum. Are you okay? That means, look at that. So I can form a cylinder like that also. Look at that. This is also a cylinder. Okay, this is also a cylinder, this is also a cylinder. Okay, look at that, this is also my cylinder. I can form a cylinder like that also. I can make a cylinder like this also. This is also my cylinder. Okay, look at the difference between this cylinder, this cylinder, this cylinder, and this cylinder. Everything is the cylinder. Please look at that. All the diagram shows that the cylinder only. All are right circular cylinder. This is also 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 right circular cylinder. Okay, but what is the maximum volume? Okay, here what is the volume? 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 Okay, see that what is the volume? Here in all these four cases, the volume is different. Okay, so when we will get a maximum volume, sir, I want to make one shape, sir, but my surface, my maximum volume will be maximum, sir. Okay, right? So my volume will be maximum means the coordinates, that means the dimensions of the diameter, sorry, dimension of the cylinder is only the base, radius, and height. These are the dimensions. Okay, so how you are taking this radius and height, based on that we will get different types of cylinder. Okay, but when you take my height is equal to diameter, that is 2 times of r, you will get the cylinder of maximum volume, that is we are going to prove. Okay, right? So since it is a maximum minimum problem, I am going to apply the second derivative formula, and I am going to find out the volume of this one, the cylinder. Going to find out the volume of the cylinder. What is volume of the cylinder formula? Come to the problem. What is the volume of the cylinder? Volume of the cylinder is, okay, some of the students are getting confusion about that volume of the cylinder, volume of the cone, and everything. Okay, look at that. My volume of the cylinder is nothing but, look at that. This is a circle, some circle. That is, I am considering only the base, the cylinder base. I am considering the base. This is my radius. What is the area for this one? What is the area for this circle? Pi r square. What is the area of this circle? That is pi r square. Okay, so therefore this pi r square into height. Okay, this is my volume, that's all. This is my height. Okay, this base area into height, that is my volume. Okay, so therefore base area pi r square into height. This is my volume of the cylinder pi r square h. Therefore, now I am going to find out the maximum for this one. Therefore, this is my function value, volume. Okay, I am going to find out dv by dx, d square v by dx square, and taking dv by dx equal to 0, find the value of x or h or r, everything. Okay, this is, therefore, this is my function to find the maximum. Okay, at which point we are getting maximum. Okay, right now look at that. Here my r is the variable, h is the variable. There are two variables. Okay, that we have to convert into only one variable. Okay, my differentiation, if y is equal to function of x, then we can find out dy by dx. Okay, if my y is equal to function of x comma y, u comma v, there are two independent variables, means, okay, it is not possible to apply first dy by dx. We have to apply some partial differentiation, but partial differentiation is not in your syllabus. Then what to do, sir? There are two variables, sir. Okay, we can take one as a constant. No, you have to substitute the value of one variable in terms of the other variable. What is what you are telling? But look at that, my surface area is given. What is my surface area? This is Taylor's equation number 1. What is my actually surface area of the cylinder? Surface area of the cylinder. Okay, what is surface area? My surface area is equal to curved surface area and bottom area and the top area. Okay, what is actually my curved surface area? My curved surface area. So look at that, my curved surface area is nothing but take the circumference of the base. Circumference, curved surface area is I'm finding. Find the circumference of the base. This is my base. Okay, take a height. Okay, so therefore my circumference, base circumference into height. Okay, this is my height. So therefore my surface area is equal to, that is CSA. Curved surface area is equal to my base circumference into height, that is 2 pi r h. Okay, so therefore my curved surface area is 2 pi r h plus base area pi r square and the top circle area pi r square. Okay, this is actually 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square. Okay, pa? So therefore, here look at that. Here 2 pi r is there. Here also 2 pi r common. Take it outside. Or otherwise, I am going to bring this. This is actually surface area minus 2 pi r square. Actually 2 pi r h. I am going to find out the h value. 2 pi r h. So therefore, my surface area minus 2 pi r square. Okay, whole divided by 2 pi r equal to h. Okay, this is my h. Why I am finding h, sir? Why I am finding h? Why I am not applying the second derivative formula directly? Here I am directly applying. Sir, in this problem you are directly applying. That means simplifying. You will get a polynomial and applying second derivative test. Sir, this is my first step of the second derivative. This is second step of the second derivative. This is third step of the second derivative test. You are directly applying, but here you are doing something, sir. This is okay, but what you are doing, sir? Because here my r is also variable. I don't know. It is changing variable. My height is also changing. It is not a constant. Okay, it is not given. Okay, we are only going to fix what is by r, what is h, everything. Okay, so therefore my r is a variable, h is a variable, but here we have only one variable x. So this x is called as independent variable and my b is called as dependent variable. But one independent variable means we can differentiate. There are more than one independent variable means we have to go for some partial fraction. That partial differentiation, not a partial fraction, partial differentiation. But this partial differentiation is not in your syllabus. Then what to do, sir? I'm going to apply some value of h, or you can apply some value of r in terms of h, or apply some value of h in terms of r. Okay, now I got this surface area is given. That is, a surface area is known, given. Okay, my fixed surface area is given. So therefore, this is my surface area formula 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square. From this, I am finding my h. Apply here. So therefore, what is my volume? My volume V is equal to pi r square. My h. You can take surface area is equal to S. You can take surface area is equal to S. I am taking S minus 2 pi r square. This is 2 pi r square divided by 2 pi r. Okay, so therefore we can cancel pi, we can cancel one r. Okay, what is the remaining? We can cancel this. Look at that. I can cancel pi. I can cancel one r. Okay, by 2 is there. So multiply this. Here r is there. R by 2. That means you multiply this r here. That is S r by 2. Okay, pa? Minus. Here also multiply by r. Here that is 2 pi r cube divided by 2. 2 cancel. So therefore I am getting S r by 2 minus pi r cube. Are you okay, my dear students? This is my volume. For this volume only we are going to find out the maximum. So please try to understand why I am not differentiating directly. Here my r is also variable, h is also variable. Okay, so therefore I am converting into one variable, that is I am substituting my h value in terms of r. Now I am getting only one variable. See here, S is the surface area is given means constant. My 100 square meter, 200 square meter, my surface area given. Okay, I don't want to change anything. Surface area is a constant. By my r is a variable, h is a variable, but I am interchanging. That means I am substituting h value in terms of r and simplifying. I am getting this is my volume. Are you okay, pa? This volume is okay. My volume is equal to S R by 2 minus pi r cube. This is my volume. Now I am going to find out the maximum for this is. That means apply second derivative test. Find out dv by dx. S by 2 is the constant. R differentiation is dv by dr. Here dv by dr, because my r is the variable. In this problem, here x is the variable, I am differentiating with respect to x. But here my r is the variable, okay, I am differentiating with respect to r. Okay, s by 2, r differentiation is 1. Okay, minus pi into 3r square. So therefore, this is s by 2 minus this is 3 pi r square. Okay, come to the second one. Take dv by dr is equal to 0. What is my dv by dr is equal to 0? So therefore, s by 2 minus 3 pi r square equal to 0. So s by 2 is equal to 3 pi r square. Okay, simplify. What is your r? So therefore, my r square is equal to s divided by 6 pi. My r square is equal to x divided by s divided by 6 pi. If you want to take r means, what is that? Root over s divided by 6 pi. That's all. That is my r. Don't take plus or minus, because minus is not possible, because my radius is the length. Okay, right. So now come to the third step. What is my third step of the second derivative test? Find d square v by dr square. That means this is my first derivative. Differentiate this. Here there is no x. 0 minus 3 pi into 2r. Okay, apply this r value. When r is equal to, or r square is equal to, r is equal to root of s by 6 by pi. What is the d square v by dr square? So this is positive or negative. When you apply this r value, this is positive. My radius is the positive value. This is positive, but here I have some negative symbol. Okay, I will get some negative, that is less than 0. My value is negative when you apply this r value. So when I'm applying r value, my d square by dx square is negative. Okay, what is this point? This point r is equal to root over s by 6 pi is a point of maximum. Point of maximum. That means at this point only the function getting maximum. That it means volume. Here function is volume. At this point only my function is maximum. Okay. Now the question is also maximum question only. But we have to prove that my h is equal to 2r. We have to prove this result. My h is equal to diameter. We have to prove it. So now I got my point r. What is my r? My r is equal to root over s divided by 6 pi. Okay. Right. So now we are going to prove that my h is equal to 2r. This is we are going to prove that my h is equal to 2r. How to prove that, sir? Here some h relation is there. See that h is equal to surface area minus 2 pi r square by 2 pi r. Okay, some relation is there. Right? Write this relation. What is the answer for that? My h is equal to, we know that h is equal to surface area minus 2 pi r square by 2 pi r here. Yes. Okay. So therefore, what is the answer for this? This is my s divided by 2 pi r. Okay, minus Here, if you divide this 2 pi r square by 2 pi r, what is the answer, pa? So here, s divided by, and in this term, look at that, I am going to take it as s divided by, this is 2 pi r minus 2 pi r cancel, I will get r only. But what we are getting here, my r is equal to root of s divided by 6 pi. What is your r square? My r square is equal to s divided by 6 pi. Okay, so therefore 6 pi r square is equal to s. Now apply this result here. For my s is equal to 6 pi r square, okay, divided by 2 pi r equal to r minus r. So here also you can cancel it, and 2 cancel it. This is 3, pi cancel, 1 r cancel. So therefore I am getting 3r minus r, that is 2r. That is my h. Okay, when height is equal to base, diameter of the base, that means 2r. Okay, I am getting the maximum volume. Okay, this is the answer. Are you okay, pa? Any doubt? Students, if you have any doubt, you please ask your doubts. Yes, Vimal, we are taking only closed. Vimal, we are taking only closed right circular cylinder only. This is closed one only, Vimal. Look at that, my surface area I am taking. What is my surface area? This curved surface area, top surface area, bottom surface area. Okay, if this is open means what can I take it, Vimal? My top is open, then there is no more area in this top. Therefore, I will not take this 2 pi r square. I will take only pi r square if my top is open. Here I am considering closed. So therefore, yeah, CSA. No, Vimal, look at that. Actually, my S is the surface area. Are you okay? My S is the surface area. Look at that. I am keeping this is a constant because this is given. Vimal, this is given. It is not given, sir. Not given means it is known. My surface area known. That is the meaning. I know the surface area. Look at that. Wherever S is coming, I am keeping the S is a constant because my surface area given. This surface area will not change. So please, students, please try to understand. Okay. When I'm taking, when I'm changing my R and H, my shape of the cylinder may be changed. But my surface area, given surface area will not be changed. Suppose my surface area is equal to 100 square centimeter, 100 meter, square meter. Okay. So this is also 100, this is also 100, this is also 100, this is also 100. My surface area is given. We never change the given surface area. Here I am changing my r and height, radius and height. Here also I am changing my radius and height. Here also I am that means I am giving some other different values of r and height, radius and height. Here also my surface area is given. In all the 4 cases, my surface area is 100 only. If it is given means that is given 100, 100, 100, 100. But here look at that. Here we have some different volume. 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 At which dimension? Okay, from this is some dimension r and h. Here also some dimension r and h. Here also some dimension r and h. Here also some dimension r and h. At which dimension? That means for what value of r and h, I will get maximum volume. Okay. Are you okay, pa? Vimal, are you okay, Vimal? Yeah. So therefore, this is my answer, right? Can we discuss one more problem? Yeah, the same type of problem. We can discuss one more. So look at that third problem. Of all the closed cylindrical cans, okay, right circular. This is can means right circular. Cylindrical can, it may be some water can, anything you may consider, which enclosed a given volume, which enclosed a given volume 100 cubic centimeters, 100 centimeter cube. Find the dimension of the minimum surface area. Find the dimension of the minimum surface area. Okay, dear students, please try to understand. Here, my surface area given. In this problem, look at that. In previous problem, given surface area, okay, we have to find out the maximum volume. Okay, but in this problem, look at that. In this problem, my volume is given. Given volume, what is my volume? 100 centimeter cube is given. We have to find out the minimum surface area. You please try to understand. Okay, so in previous problem, we surface area given, we have to find out the maximum volume, but here my volume is given, volume value also given. In the previous problem, only given surface area is given, but here what is the volume? The number also given, that is 100 centimeter cube. Okay, but we have to find out the minimum surface area. What is the surface area of the cylinder? I'm going to take a right circular cylinder. Okay. I have to take the cylinder. Dimension means we have to find out R and find the dimension means radius and height. We have to find out the radius and height. Okay. Okay, pa. So now look at that. This is my radius. This is my height. And what is the volume of this cylinder? 100 centimeter cubic centimeter. Okay, and what is surface area actually? My surface area S is equal to 2 pi r h plus pi r square base area. Okay, and the top area. So this is nothing but 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square. Okay, so here I can take it as my, this is 2 pi r square, this is 2 pi r h. Here also I have two variables, r and h, both are variables. Then what to do, sir? I am going to find out some h value using this volume. Okay, what is the volume of this cylinder? My volume of the cylinder formula. So volume is pi r square into height. My volume is pi r square into height. That is 100. Then what is my h? 100 divided by pi r square. Apply here. So therefore 2 pi r into 100 divided by pi r square plus 2 pi r square. Okay, now cancel it. What are the possible terms to cancel? Pi cancel, 1 r cancel, right? Simplify that. So you multiply these two. So therefore 200 divided by r. The first term is 200 divided by r. Here 2 pi r square. Now look at that. Everything is in r. Only one variable. Dear students, here we have two variables. Okay, I have converted into one variable. That means I am substituting h is equal to in terms of r. So therefore everything becomes in r. Now we have to find out this is minimum. This is my function. Finding the minimum. Okay, how to find out the minimum? Apply the first derivative formula, second derivative formula. What is the second derivative formula? First step, find ds by dr. differentiate. My 1 by r differentiation is minus 1 by r square. 200 divided by r square. 1 by x differentiation. Okay, minus 1 by r square. Right. What about this differentiation? 2 by r square. That is 4 pi r. 4 pi r only. Okay. Right. Now come to the second step. What is my second step? ds by dr is equal to 0, which implies minus 200 by r square plus 4 pi r equal to 0. Take a cross multiplication. 200 plus 4 pi r cube divided by r square equal to 0. You bring this r square here, it is 0. So therefore, my 4 pi r cube is equal to 200. Okay, what is your r cube? My r cube is equal to 200 divided by 4 pi. Cancel this. What is the answer we are getting? So that is 50. My r cube is equal to 50 divided by pi. My r is equal to 50 by pi the whole power 1 by 3. Are you okay, Pa? Go to the third step. What is my third step? Find d square s by dr square. That means this is the first derivative. Differentiate again, minus 200 into, what about my 1 by r square differentiation? Minus 2 by r cube. Okay, plus 4 pi. My r differentiation is 1. So therefore, this is nothing but minus 2 into 200, that is 400 by r cube plus 4 pi. Okay, now apply this value when my r is equal to 50 divided by pi the whole power 1 by 3. What is the d square by s by dr square? Positive or negative? You apply this value in your second derivative, you are getting positive or negative? Any answer? When you apply r is equal to 50 by pi the whole power 1 by 3, we are getting positive or negative? It is positive only. Why? This is positive. Why this is positive? This is my radius. Here also apply some positive value. This is also positive term. This is also positive term. Positive plus positive, it is positive. That means greater than 0. Greater than 0 means this point is a minimum point. Please look at that. When I'm applying the r value, I'm getting my second derivative is negative, sorry, positive, then this point is called it as a minimum point. If I'm getting negative, my second derivative is negative, this point is a maximum point. But I want only minimum area. Look at that. The question is find the minimum surface area. Okay, find the dimension of the minimum surface area. So therefore, I want minimum only. So therefore, this is the minimum point. So therefore, when my r is equal to 50 by pi the whole power 1 by 3, the surface area is minimum. Okay, right. So, okay, dimension radius, okay, sir. We have to find out the height also, sir. How to find out the height, sir? So, look at that. That is some relation is there for height and radius. H is equal to 100 divided by pi r square. Apply that. So, we know that my height is equal to 100 divided by pi r square. Okay, apply that 100 divided by pi into, okay, what is your r? Your r is 50 divided by pi the whole power 1 by 3 and the whole power 2. This is actually r, okay, and the whole square. Are you okay, Pa? Right, now simplify. So this is, I'm going to take it as, this is actually 100 by pi. Am I right? And this is 50 by pi whole power 2 by 3. Bring it to the numerator, minus 2 by 3. This is actually 50 by pi the whole power 1 by 3 into 2 means 2 by 3. Bring it to the numerator, minus 2 by 3. Okay. So therefore, this can be written as 2 into 50 by pi. This is 50 by pi, the whole power minus 2 by 3. Then what is the answer, Pa? Simplify this. Here power is 1, here power is minus 2 by 3. Add the powers. What is the answer? Add the powers. 1 minus 2 by 3. That is 1 by 3. So therefore 2 into 50 by 3. Sorry, 50 by pi, the whole power 1 by 3. This is my height, centimeter. Okay, what is my r? This is my r. 50 by pi, the whole power 1 by 3 centimeter. So therefore, these are the dimensions of the right circular cylinder. When you take the right circular cylinder as the radius is 50 by 50 divided by pi, the whole power 1 by 3, and height is 2 times of this radius, we will get the minimum surface area, and my volume is as well as 100 centimeter cube. Are you okay, Kana? The students, are you okay? Any doubt? If you have any doubt, you please ask me. I will explain one more time. Right? So please, these problems look like a different one, difficult one. So many of the students, already so many students left. Okay, nearly 10 students left from the class. I don't know why. You please try to understand. This is a different question. I accept that. Okay, but if you practice more number of problems in these types, definitely you can easily understand, you can easily answer for these type of problems. Definitely we may expect one problem in CBSE board exam, 6 marks. If you are not concentrating this topic, if you are not trying to understanding this topic, if you are not trying to complete the problem properly, okay, then definitely you lose your 6 marks. Okay, so therefore this topic is very, very important. In maximum minima, totally entirely important, and particularly this type of problem is very important. Okay, pa? You please try to understand. Right, so now these are our slides. So tomorrow also we can discuss about the same type of problems. Some cone is there. Okay, today we have discussed only about that cylinder. Today we discuss about the sphere, cone, and these type of problems. Okay. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, both the days we discuss about these type of problems. And coming Saturday, we have a test in maximum minimum B series. Okay, pa? Next week we plan a test in the whole. Yeah, Nagarjuna, you please try. Stanley, what is the Stanley, for maximum minima, first of all, you complete all the problems in your NCERT, because so many problems are there in your NCERT for maximum minima. Look at that. Look at the exercise 6.5 and the miscellaneous. Many of the problems are maximum minima problems only. This type of problems only. You first of all thorough your NCERT and then concentrate the outside the NCERT. Okay. But you are not thoroughing your NCERT and going and concentrating other than NCERT problem means you may be feel difficult. Okay. Okay, Kanna. Thank you so much. Thank you all. We will discuss tomorrow. Today you may receive some subjective type of questions. Okay, you please try the subjective type of questions in maximum minima. Right. You please go and see the Monday homework problem also. It will be available in PDF, not in integer type Learnity. It will be available in PDF, I think so. You please go through that also. Okay. You please go through the problems. That is very important. You please at least spend half an hour time for every day max. Then only it will be useful for you. Okay, Kana. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all.